Have you ever felt like your legs just don't have the strength they used to? Maybe climbing the stairs feels tougher, or getting up from the couch takes more effort than before. What if the solution wasn't a new workout or fancy supplement, but something as simple as changing what you drink? In today's video, we're diving into 3 everyday drinks hiding right in your kitchen that could help your legs feel stronger, steadier, and more energized. Stick around because the last one surprises almost everyone, and it might just be the easiest one to add to your daily routine. Now let's start with one of the most comforting and surprisingly powerful drinks out there, turmeric milk, also lovingly called golden milk. This warm, golden-colored drink isn't just pretty to look at. It's packed with simple goodness that may help your legs feel better, stronger, and more flexible, especially as we age. You've probably heard of turmeric before. It's that bright yellow spice often used in cooking, especially in Indian or Middle Eastern dishes. But here's the thing, turmeric isn't just for flavor. When mixed with warm milk, it becomes a soothing drink that's been used for generations to help ease aches, pains, and stiffness, especially in the joints. That's why people call it the golden elixir. So what's the secret? The main power in turmeric comes from something called curcumin. That might sound like a fancy word, but all you really need to know is that curcumin is what gives turmeric its rich yellow color and its ability to calm down the little flare-ups in your body that cause discomfort, especially in your knees, ankles, and hips. As we grow older, it's normal to feel a bit more stiff or sore, especially after a long day or when we first wake up in the morning. Sometimes that's not just aging, it's our body's way of telling us it needs a little help. And turmeric milk might just be one of those small, everyday ways to give your body the support it's been asking for. Let me tell you about someone who gave this golden drink a try. Meet Linda, a 68-year-old retired school teacher from Plano, Texas. Linda always prided herself on staying active. She loved gardening, walking her dog Buddy, and meeting her friends for bingo every Wednesday. But over the last few years, her knees began giving her trouble, especially at night. Getting comfortable in bed became a challenge, and falling asleep was harder than ever. Her doctor said it was typical wear and tear, maybe a little arthritis, and suggested over-the-counter pain relief. But Linda didn't want to rely on pills if she didn't have to. One evening, while chatting with her neighbor, Linda heard about turmeric milk. "It's what my grandmother used to give us," the neighbor said. "It helped with everything from sore joints to a bad cold." Curious, Linda decided to give it a shot. She started small, 1 warm cup of milk in the evening with about half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, which helps your body use turmeric better, and a little honey for taste. She'd sip it slowly while reading a book or watching her favorite show. The first few nights were relaxing, but after about 2 weeks, Linda noticed something more. Her knees weren't throbbing when she lay down. She was falling asleep faster and staying asleep. After a month, she realized she was waking up without the usual morning stiffness. Walking Buddy around the block felt easier. She even started planting flowers again in her garden without needing to take breaks every few minutes. Now, Linda swears by her golden cup. It's become part of her nightly routine, just like brushing her teeth or putting on her favorite slippers. And here's the beauty of it. It's simple. No special trips to fancy health stores, no complicated recipes, just everyday ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen. Milk, turmeric, a dash of pepper, and maybe a bit of cinnamon or honey if you like a little sweetness. Turmeric milk isn't a miracle cure, and it won't change things overnight. But just like Linda discovered, with a little consistency and patience, it can become a comforting and healing part of your daily life. Something that supports not only your legs, but also your sleep, your peace of mind, and your overall sense of well-being. So if your knees have been bothering you, or if you're just looking for something gentle and natural to wind down at night, try pouring yourself a warm cup of golden milk. It might just be the soothing, strengthening ritual your body's been waiting for. If golden milk is the soothing nightcap your body craves, then bone broth is the warm, nourishing companion that helps you power through your day. It's simple, satisfying, and for many older adults, it's been a quiet little secret for supporting joints, muscles, and overall strength. Let's talk about what makes bone broth so special. At first glance, it might seem like just another bowl of soup, but this isn't your average chicken noodle. Bone broth is made by simmering animal bones, usually chicken, beef, or even fish, for many hours, sometimes up to 24. During that long, slow simmer, something amazing happens. The bones release all kinds of valuable nutrients into the water, turning it into a deeply nourishing drink packed with everything your joints and muscles love. Now, we won't get too technical here, but two key things that come from bones are collagen and amino acids. Think of collagen like the glue that holds your body together. It supports your skin, joints, and even your bones. And amino acids, they're like the building blocks that help your body repair itself. Together, they make a great team when it comes to supporting your legs and easing the stiffness that often shows up with age. Here's a real story that brings this to life. Meet John, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Albany, New York. John spent over 30 years racing upstairs, hauling heavy equipment, and responding to emergencies. But after retirement, things started to slow down, and not in a good way. His knees were stiff, his back ached, and his morning walks, which used to bring him joy, became something he had to force himself to do. I felt like my body was rusting, he joked. John tried stretching, light exercise, even some over-the-counter supplements. They helped a little, but he still woke up sore and tight. Then, during a trip to visit his daughter in Vermont, she made him a steaming mug of homemade bone broth. "Just drink it," she said. "It's not fancy, but it's packed with good stuff." At first, John didn't think much of it. "I thought it's soup without the noodles," he laughed. But the rich flavor reminded him of the broth his grandmother used to make when he was a kid. So he brought the idea home with him and started making his own. John started with chicken bones, leftovers from a Sunday roast, threw them into a big pot with water, a splash of apple cider vinegar, which helps pull the nutrients from the bones, and let it simmer low and slow all day. He'd strain it, sip a cup in the morning, and sometimes another before dinner. Within a few weeks, something shifted. He was waking up with less tightness. His knees felt more flexible. That creaky, achy feeling that used to slow down his morning routine started to fade. Pretty soon he was back to enjoying his sunrise walks around the neighborhood, chatting with neighbors and breathing in that crisp New York air. John didn't change anything drastic. No new workouts, no big diet shakeups. He just added one simple thing to his daily routine, and it made all the difference. And the best part, bone broth is incredibly easy to make. You can use chicken, beef, or even turkey bones. Add them to a large pot with water, a few veggie scraps like onions, carrots, and celery, and a spoonful of apple cider vinegar. Simmer on low heat for 12 to 24 hours. The longer you simmer, the richer the broth. Then just strain it and store it in the fridge or freezer. If cooking isn't your thing, don't worry. These days you can find pre-made bone broth at most grocery stores. Just check the label and go for a low-sodium version if you're watching your salt intake. Some folks enjoy bone broth as a light meal, while others sip it like tea. Add a pinch of sea salt, a few herbs, or even a squeeze of lemon if you like a little zing. However you enjoy it, bone broth isn't just warming, it's wonderfully grounding. It fills you up without weighing you down. And for many people, it's become a daily source of comfort and strength. So if your legs feel stiff, your knees crackle when you stand, or you just want to feel a little more limber and energized in the morning, consider adding a cup of bone broth to your routine. Just like John, You might be surprised by how something so simple can make such a big difference in how you feel, move, and enjoy your everyday life. After sipping warm bone broth to support his joints, John found new energy to get moving again. And when it comes to keeping those muscles working smoothly, without those frustrating nighttime cramps or that drained, sluggish feeling, a banana and almond smoothie might just be the next secret weapon. It's quick, tasty, and surprisingly effective at keeping your legs happy and strong, especially as you age. Let's break it down. You've probably heard that bananas are a good source of potassium, and you might even remember your doctor or a friend mentioning it when talking about cramps. But what you may not know is how powerful this humble yellow fruit can be when it comes to supporting muscle function. Potassium plays a key role in keeping your muscles relaxed and responsive. When you don't get enough, you might feel twitchy, tight, or crampy, especially in your legs and feet. Now mix that banana with almonds, and you've got something special. Almonds are rich in magnesium, another mineral your muscles love. Magnesium helps your muscles recover, reduces soreness, and even supports restful sleep. And when you blend the two into a smoothie, you create a refreshing, nutritious drink that's easy to enjoy anytime, morning, afternoon, or even post-workout. Here's a real story that brings this smoothie to life. Emily, a 72-year-old yoga lover from Santa Cruz, California, swears by her morning banana and almond smoothie. Emily isn't your average retiree. While many her age have slowed down, Emily's still stretching, balancing, and flowing through yoga poses several days a week. But that wasn't always the case. A couple of years ago, Emily started to feel something off. Her legs would cramp during downward dog. She'd get Charlie horses in the middle of the night. And worst of all, her energy started to dip. I'd get up in the morning and feel like I hadn't slept at all, she said. It was frustrating because I was doing everything right. I stayed active, ate well, and avoided junk. She talked to her yoga instructor and a local wellness coach, and both suggested she might not be getting enough potassium and magnesium. That's when the idea of a banana and almond smoothie came up. Emily was a bit skeptical at first. "I've never been a smoothie person," she said, "but I figured I had nothing to lose." Her go-to recipe turned out to be simple: one ripe banana, a small handful of raw almonds, or almond butter if she was in a hurry, a cup of unsweetened almond milk, and a few ice cubes. Sometimes she'd toss in a dash of cinnamon or a spoonful of honey for a little extra flavor. The results? Within a week or two, Emily noticed she wasn't waking up with those painful leg cramps anymore. Her yoga sessions felt smoother, her stretches deeper, and her energy noticeably better. "It was like my body finally got the memo," she joked. What Emily discovered, and what many older adults don't always realize, is that small shifts in daily nutrition can have a big impact on how you feel. You don't need fancy pills or complicated health regimens. Sometimes the answer is as close as your blender. If you're wondering how to make this smoothie work for your routine, here's a tip. Keep it simple. Use what you have. If you don't have fresh bananas, frozen ones work just as well, and they make the smoothie creamier. No almonds, almond butter, almond milk, or even a few unsalted cashews can do the trick. Want to add a bit more protein? A scoop of plain yogurt or a spoonful of oats will do just fine. And don't forget, you don't have to wait until breakfast to enjoy it. This smoothie makes a great mid-afternoon pick-me-up or a gentle snack after a walk or workout. Plus, it's easy on the stomach and naturally sweet, so it satisfies without weighing you down. So whether you're stretching it out in a yoga class like Emily, walking the dog around the block, or simply trying to keep your legs from cramping at night, a banana and almond smoothie might just become your favorite new habit. It's delicious, it's energizing, and best of all, it's built on ingredients you can feel good about. A small glass each day could be one of the simplest steps you take towards stronger muscles and more active golden years. From Linda's golden milk ritual to John's daily bone broth and Emily's energizing smoothie, one thing is clear. Small changes can make a big difference in how we move, feel, and enjoy life. These natural drinks aren't just trendy, they're time-tested helpers that support stronger legs, better sleep, and a more active you. The best part? You can start right at home with simple ingredients and a little consistency. Try this routine. Kickstart your morning with a banana and almond smoothie. Sip some bone broth with lunch and unwind at night with a warm glass of turmeric milk. If these stories and tips inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Wellness Nest Daily for more trusted health advice made for your golden years. You've still got so much life to enjoy. Let's make sure your legs are strong enough to carry you through it.